Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing an intuitive read. It's all about abundance, baby. So we're going to be asking what's rolling in towards you. And this is a timeless reading. So whenever you see this, the intention is that that's when you were meant to see it. That being said, of course, be discerning. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Not all readings are for everyone. We're going to start with Oracle and then we're moving on to Tarot. And as usual, if you would like for me to pray for you, send you my good juju, say hi in the comment section, even leaving an emoji, that works. It simply gives me something that represents you that I can focus on. And I encourage all y'all to do it for each other too. Lift your own vibration today, lift up somebody else's vibration today. Words are powerful, prayers are powerful. All right, you guys, what's coming towards Virgo? Now this could look like abundance, and look at these cards. What the hell is going on? This one really wants to come out. So this could look like romance. It could look like abundance in financials or career. We'll find out what it is for you. Starting with pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income. Now that can be $1. That can be even time is payment. If you're like, you know what, money's not at all an issue in my life right now. Money's not even kind of on the brain, but time is the equivalent. So then make this about time for you, even if it's 10 minutes away from your obligations and your responsibilities, you know. Sorry for the loud diesel truck in the background. This is the land of diesel trucks. I hope that's not too loud for you. You know, even if that's $1, 10 minutes, you get the point, right? This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. It's the act that's the most important, right? It's not necessarily how much you are putting away for yourself. It's the act of putting yourself first. And then we have new opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Right on. So there's kind of a righteousness about these cards, right? And I want to get one more from this deck just because the cards leapt out in such a funny way. I felt like more wanted to come out basically for you. So what do Virgos need to know about abundance rolling in for them? What is this abundance rolling in for Virgos? Please make it clear. At the time of seeing this video, and now they're withholding. Oh, the irony. Do the work. It's not enough for you to dream or pray. You've got to also take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. How focused is this reading so far, right? It's there's a lot of like due diligence, pay yourself first, put yourself first. These things are about to roll into new opportunities, about to land on in your lap. Claim them. There's a righteousness to this, and it's not enough to like wish it towards yourself or pray for it. You do the work and pay yourself, and you see that righteousness. Let's see what the cards have to say. What is this abundance rolling in for Virgo? I like it. I like it because it's not fluffy. It's practical. It's good advice. And it's also, there's some self-care and love in there. Right on. I'm feeling it. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we got this ugly mofo. This is the King of Swords. Talk about somebody who does not mess around. What's this abundance coming towards Virgo? What do they need to be aware of? This abundance. Look at all these cards that want to fly out for you. Okay, we'll stop it right there and then we'll unpack it. So we have people coming out in your reading so far. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And of course, the first card is collaboration. So it does not surprise me. And even notice that there are multiple people in this picture, which is not all that common in tarot. And this is really about collaborating with others for a shared common goal. All of you guys are going through different things. So let's break that down a little bit. This could be working with clients, working with customers. This could be also coworkers. Sometimes Three of Pentacles has even looked like online dating, right? People working together for a shared common goal. So you get the idea. But this is a time of tenacity for you. This is almost sensing like Nine of Wands is like, a defensive energy in a righteous way. It's like, you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm standing by these wands. I'm guarding. I'm doing my job. This is what I was hired to do. I'm bruised. I'm tired. But you know what? I'm sticking by it. And it would be really nice for this guy to be able to take a break. You know, it'd be really nice for them to be able to feel supported in tending to themselves a little bit, but they know that there are priorities. And so usually with a 9 of Wands, like every tarot card, there is a story to unpack along with that sensation, right? So there's a determination with the 9 of Wands that's very righteous. It doesn't surprise me at all that we got those oracle cards. And we have the next card, 4 of Wands. It's all about, you know, wanting to, like, really building something that is worth celebrating over. There's even celebrations sometimes attached directly to this card. Weddings can be attached to this card. But this is about stability. You have to have 4 legs for that chair to stand up, right? So the 4 of Wands is a really positive card, working towards something worth celebrating, working towards something to create stability and happiness and joy, not just for you, but for others. And speaking of others, this is where we have all the others in your reading. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is ruled by the earth signs. This is a practical queen, a nurturing queen, oftentimes can represent Virgo. We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is kind of, it can be a person or it can be really stepping into a role, boss energy, right? Being in control of one's life. And then we have this individual. Now, this is kind of an interesting twist in your reading, and we'll unpack all of these individually and get the bigger story here. But the King of Cups, when he comes out upside down, this is somebody who has a great capacity for understanding and compassion, but they are in a toxic place or an imbalanced place. And so what happens with somebody who can be so talented in the realm of emotions, compassion, and intuition is if they're imbalanced, they can sometimes use those powers wrongly. Is that the way I should say that? Basically, they can be kind of topsy-turvy, unpredictable, maybe emotionally a little out of control, or yeah, they're just not there to do what they're so good to do at doing. They're not there to be a wonderful shoulder to lean on, and yeah, I'll leave it there. So they're the opposite. They're imbalanced. Let's unpack these a little bit. 3 of Pentacles, working together for a shared common goal. We have the Tower here, and this is an event that is outside of one's control. It's really important to mention that events like this, like the Tower moments in life, this can be really good. This can be kind of like a wake-up call. It can be like things you don't expect. It can be falling in love suddenly. It can be breaking a bone. You know, like these are things that are somewhat out of our control. And it's really the universe stepping in and being like, you know what, I'm going to reroute you here because life is too complicated to orchestrate on your own. I'm going to collaborate with you, and I'm going to lift up your entire train and set you on a different pair of tracks. So you're going into a direction that's better for you. But at the time, it does not feel usually that way. It feels a little chaotic. Even when it's something that's so positive, like falling in love or lust, all of a sudden, it can feel like chaos. So, because we're out of control. This in particular did come with, this is something you experienced, Virgo, that was hard. It was hard on your emotional body. It was hard on your heart. It was something that, try as you might, you couldn't have changed. It feels like something that happened to you. Flipping but not flying, we've got the Sun. A reminder that this is, despite how it felt at the time, this is something that was rerouting you for the better. To clarify, we've got the 10 of Wands. The tens of tarot are the closing up of life chapters, life phases. We have all had them, right? There's songs written about them. The Summer of 69, right? Isn't that who sang that, you guys? Oh, right on the edge of my my mind. Anyway, Summer of 69. Great song, so nostalgic, and it's grabbing onto like a whole era just took place during a small period of time. There's a sense of a 10 of tarot in there, right? Like closing up this chapter, knowing that it's the end of an era. So this is an end of an era, and it ended probably in a difficult way. But there's an obligation attached to this. There was an exhaustion attached to this. And when you put down this burden, life can blossom again. So why is this coming up in your abundance reading, right? I have a feeling like you've deserved this abundance, like you've tenaciously stood by something, not giving up, not because somebody told you to, but because it's in your nature to. It's because it's in your integrity to. And I'm not a big believer in entitlement of rewards. Like, I did this and I was a good girl or a good boy, so I deserve a gold star in life. Because karma can make us think that, right? I karmically deserve this. You know, as soon as we get into the entitlement train, life sucks. This is not that though. I feel like there's been a higher consciousness, there's a deeper wisdom in you knowing just hold on a little bit longer. And I do think that you are going to be rewarded for that. Take that for how it feels. If it resonates, that's my feeling on it. 9 of Wands. Oh, the righteousness is big today. I can feel it. Watch my other readings. I'm not normally like this, but I have like tears right behind my eyelids. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. Just stop the video for a second and give yourselves a damn pat on the back, okay? Because there's like, out of this tenacity, it's like, this is something you could have experienced in the past. Some of you guys might be going through this right now, but I'm smiling because it's just like, in the face of a shitstorm, you're kind of like, you have this energy that's just like aggressively moving forward, and it's like a stubbornness. So it might not even be coming along with physical action, but this is like such an intense, determined and enthusiastic and prideful energy, that we have it tearing right through this disillusionment of lack. This is 5 of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles is the opposite of abundance in any area, right? It's this feeling of lack, and there's a sense of illusion here because inside, like, everything is churchy and everything's religious in the original tarot, right? Like the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, because everything in the 14th century was religious. So we have all these religious kind of examples, like these pictures. This is a church, warm church, all the warmth coming out through the windows. You can see the warmth, the light. But here are these like people cobbling along in the snow, and they're cold, and I'm just guessing they're starving. And he's got like an injury, and they're just blustering. The wind is coming up against them. They can turn around and they can go into that church. They can open that door and be blasted with warmth, and maybe even be offered a meal, right? But there is kind of this determination that you have to like blast through against the rain and the wind and the cold, right? But I never feel this with this card so strongly that I need to pay attention for some reason in your reading, that there is this warmth coming out through the sun, through these stained glass windows, and that there's a door that we can see right there. And I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so the warmth is closer to you than you realize. The four of Wands. Sometimes we can get stuck in our ideals of something, right? We get something in our head and we're like, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. And we feel so enthusiastic about the ideas. I'm like avoiding the sun here. We feel so enthused, you know, we have this picture of what we want, and then we get so stuck to it that we grow inflexible And that's when we don't see the warmth coming out through the stained glass windows. We don't even realize that there's windows next to us, right? So when we move on to the Four of Wands, we have temperance with transformation, but it's coming out upside down. So this is the resistance for change, resistance for, we have an ideal, like you are standing by these stubbornly and powerfully standing by these wands, protecting this ideal, protecting this vision. Because you know it's going to give you happiness. The Nine of Cups. So where do we go from here? It's your abundance reading. At the bottom of the deck, we got 10 of Cups. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and be blinded by the sun. I'm just going to do it. There we go. Give me all you got, sunshine. Queen of Pentacles. Got the sunshine. How ironic. How perfect. What a coincidence. Oh my God. Double coincidence with the moon. What the hell? What is tarot trying to tell us here? I need more. This is big. The duality. The duality of your nature. What is the duality of your own nature, Virgo? The sun and the moon. Flipping but not flying. We've got this beautiful Ace of Wands. When something lands in your lap. What is the duality of your nature? So there's something that you're leaving behind in order to, and it takes a leap of faith. I'll say that. The Eight of Cups, you know, at one point he tended to all these cups. This could be an ideal. This could be a past relationship. It could be a past job, whatever it was. This is turning around, realizing, you know what? I'm no longer even interested in building these. I can build something way better. I'm going to take my chances on greener pastures. And he faces, now in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there's a moon being embraced, excuse me, a sun being embraced by a moon here. Represents happiness and intuition. And you have the sun and the moon here. This is bigger than you may realize. This is a spiritual reading around your relationship with abundance, Virgo. And this is the first one that I've gotten on the theme of abundance with all the signs. This is your ideal. This is kind of talking about your ideal and your relationship with the concept of abundance and the dual nature within ourselves. There's something that you are being called naturally to leave behind. This sun is cracking me up. Y'all, I'm sorry about what you have to look at right here. Got a window. And then we have High Priestess. Here's the moon right here representing intuition. But lo and behold, she came out upside down. So there's a resistance to what comes natural. And what comes natural in this context would be intuition. And so this is what is transforming in the next couple of weeks, couple of months. And to just fill out the picture a little bit more, nothing happens without a reason, right? We had an experience back here that was so freaking intense and really tough. And there's a sense of, you got to do something. If you want to do something done right, you got to do it yourself. You know, there's a sense of self-reliance. You can't trust others. Because whatever this tower moment was that came and disappointed you or broke your heart, it was in context to others. Some of you guys, that was a third party energy. That was somebody cheating on you. For others of you, that was like your collaborations went awry, and you, despite it all, were trying your best to do the right thing. So we have our Emperor here. Who's our Emperor? I'm going to actually put this up right because I had the deck upside down. Hard work. So this is, I get it, Virgo. All that hard work. Taking back control. And this is not a bad control freak. You know what I'm talking about? Energy. It's not a bad control freak energy. The Emperor is righteous. It's a beautiful energy. It's someone who can take control and even lead others. But we have a contradiction consistently coming up in your reading, and that is, we've got the 10 of Cups coming out upside down. It's what now take this only if it resonates, you guys. But tarot is suggesting that some of the approaches you have in order to gain a healthy control of your life and your outcomes around your ideals, your ideal of your future, your ideal relationship, or your ideal job, some of it is exactly what is making you feel unhappy or less than abundant. I'm overcomplicating that. Basically, get out of your own way. Please don't take that personally. We have I want another deck. Thank you. One shuffle. What is this Fool? This just card upside down. Something feels unfair. You got some jerk in your world. They might have taken a hike. Maybe they're, the Fool card. They're off, maybe traveling their own journey. And they're in an imbalanced place. They can be a supportive, powerful person when they're in a compassionate person when they are right side up. When this King of Cups is upside down, they're a jerk. And they're on this new journey or something. Something feels unfair here. And sometimes that could even have something to do with legalities, contracts, whatever. We got the Justice card upside down. But guess what, Virgo? You also got the Wheel. This is karma. This brings good into your life. Nothing stays the same very long. And we can forget sometimes when we are trying to take control of our lives that regardless of how hard we try, we are always collaborating with the universe. So just as there was this tower moment here, kicking our butts earlier, there's a wheel here. And it's sending you good karma. And this wheel is turning for this individual as well. Now, it's like you can stand back and just know that the universe is doing its work. My nose just started itching there. That's a sign. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have the card of abundance. This is Empress energy. Things are changing for you. Let them dig their own hole. Let them experience karma on their own time. Now, what they've done does not feel fair. It does not feel good. Focusing on yourself is the right idea. Good job. But when you're focusing on yourself, there's like two storylines here. It's easy to get distracted on somebody else because they still have a cord you're attached to, right? With love, I let you go. Every day when you wake up, you cut that cord. With love, I let you go. You've got your own thing. Karma's going to take good care of you, boo. I got my own thing too. So where can I take responsibility? Take good care of yourself. Pay yourself first, whether that's in time or whether that's in money. And what could you be doing to let that abundance in? It has something to do with control and ideals, right? Could I be a little bit more flexible here? Where is this warmth coming from? I feel some warmth. Oh, look, there is a window next to me, and inside there is a roaring fire. I could go in there. A little bit of invention here. Let's open up this karma card of the wheel a little bit more. 2 flew out, and I'm smiling for a reason because this wheel starts spinning faster and faster. Karma, events, and we have kind of this miracle energy. This is triumph, this Chariot card ruled by Cancer, and we have the Page of Cups. This is watery, creative, fun, playful, glimmery, shimmery energy. So something is in store for you, Virgo, that I can't even predict. It's a twist, and it's a little twist that brings some beautiful light into the whole picture. And you can have faith that the universe is going to take good care of you. And all you have to do is focus on yourself. I'm going to remind us of our oracle cards that we started with. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. And do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. I adore all of you, and I'll see you very soon for your September readings. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Take good care.